Welcome to Andy's Art Lab. Today we're going to look at casting some fake iridium out of resin. My daughter is currently studying Mary Carey, who discovered iridium, and she needed a prop to help with her report and her speech for the science project. I started off this process by 3D printing a model that I made in Tinkercad. Next I had to then give that a bit of a sand and primer, and then I applied this plastic coat gloss spray paint on top of it. One key thing to remember when creating a silicone mould is that it will replicate the surface that it's moulding. In my case I wanted a nice shiny gloss, so I tried my best to put a nice gloss spray coat on it so that the silicone would take up these properties. Once it was dry and ready, it was time to create the silicone mould. I degassed the mould in my vacuum chamber, and if you want to see the process of creating a vacuum chamber, I've done that in a previous video, so go and check that out. What I've got in this container here is the degassed silicone, so the air bubbles have been removed from using the vacuum chamber. The next part was to pour the silicone into the mould itself. Key thing here is to make sure that you don't trap any air bubbles when pouring in the silicone. I used a toilet paper tube as the mould housing, and one thing that I should have done was to coat it with something like beeswax to prevent the silicone from absorbing into the cardboard. You also want to pour around the mould, not on top of it, so that any air is pushed out and doesn't get trapped. After 24 hours it's time to demould, so there's me here just cutting off that paper and getting that silicone mould out. One thing I noticed was that the bottom of the mould, the silicone hadn't set, so not sure if that's because I just used some duct tape as the bottom or if it was some reaction to do with the plastic from the 3D print. It's always good to use a new sharp blade when you're releasing your item from your silicone mould, just to make a nice jagged cut along the parting line. If you're interested in silicone mould making, then I highly recommend you check out Robert Tallone's channel here on YouTube. He has years of experience and some really great tips on silicone mould making and resin pouring. Once the mould was out, I was able to fill it with some resin, and here I mixed up some glow in the dark green resin dye along with my resin mix. I'm still trying to figure out my quantities for mixing my resin. I always seem to make too much, so with the excess here I used these bookmark moulds to make some additional bookmarks. Here I'm just giving the mould a little tap to see if there's any air bubbles that I can release to the surface. So the resin I've used is a casting resin, so it does take 48 hours to dry, so I left it for a couple of days and then came back and demolded it. I use this handy little tool to get rid of any excess silicone due to overspill. So there you have it, the process from start to finish. Thank you very much for watching. I'd really love to grow my YouTube channel, so please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. It would mean so much to me if you did. See you next time in Andy's Art Lab.